You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Thank you for joining us. We start with breaking news. One person is in the hospital after leading police on a chase from Scottsboro all the way to Rainsville, ending with gunshots fired. Let's go out live to WAFF 48's Nick Ballinger in Rainsville for us. Nick, what can you tell us about this situation?
Well, Margo, you can see it over my left shoulder. There's still an active scene behind me where this chase ultimately came to an end on Highway 75 North in Rainsville. Now, police tell me this originally started in Scottsboro when license plate reader cameras picked up a tag that had appeared to be stolen out of Georgia. When police tried to pull that car over, the man driving took off, heading towards Rainsville at speeds nearing 100 miles per hour. The chase ultimately came to an end when he hit a car at the Rainsville crossing intersection and stopped behind me on Highway 75. Now, police got out and noticed that man had a gun. They then negotiated with that man for around 30 to 45 minutes before they say he shot several times inside his car. That's when they tried to get him out, and he ultimately shot himself. That man is now being taken to the hospital in Chattanooga, and he's in stable condition, and you can see it behind me. This is still a very active scene. Forensic analysts are now here, and they're trying to still investigate what's left of this scene, but I'm going to continue to be here and update you with the latest as we get it, especially coming up at 4. Back to you.
Nick, before you leave, the person, the innocent bystander that this gentleman hit, any word on condition for that person?
Yeah, absolutely. It was actually the Rainsville police chief who was here in the intersection blocking off traffic. When he hit that car, the police chief said that he went and checked on that person. They are in stable condition as of right now. So far, everyone involved in this has been in stable condition. No Rainsville officers were injured. Thankfully not. But reporting live in Rainsville, Nick Ballinger, 48 on your side.
Nick, one more question before you leave. Thank you for this reporting and doing it live. The importance of these license plate readers. We know this vehicle was stolen out of Georgia just 2 weeks ago. Huntsville police tracked down a man from Kentucky with a young girl in his car, and that girl was recovered safely. Talk about the importance of these license plate readers and the immediacy of stopping crimes when they happen.
Well, as you mentioned it, Margo, they're starting to be used more and more frequent now. It's making it a lot easier for police to be able to track down people who are suspected of committing crimes. It was simply this man, I assume, just went through an intersection and a camera picked up that his tag was stolen out of Georgia, and that they were able to track down where he was. So it's saving a lot of man hours and for sure making police jobs a lot easier.
A warm day. It's mostly cloudy. This has all been expected. It's 80 in the shoals, upper 70s elsewhere. We've got one little bitty shower that's fired up, actually a couple of them. Let's go to the radar here. And you can see we had this little blip on the radar east of Fort Payne that lasted about 5 minutes. Just a little flare up there, a heavy downpour, but that is now gone. It's warm, it's muggy, but it's not going to be for long. After that cold front tomorrow with our first alert weather day, a few strong storms, we will be in the 50s for the entire afternoon Thursday. Get ready for that. This has just been a tease, another one of those that we get this time of year. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. across the northwest corner of the state tomorrow for the timeline of strong and potentially severe thunderstorms. Any tornado threat is going to be brief and a low-end threat. We'll continue to monitor that. Primary concern is going to be that of isolated damaging winds. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. from Coleman up through the Huntsville metro area and up to Thames Ford Lake. And then the far northeast corner of the state, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'll have the hour-by-hour look at that coming up.
All right, thank you, Brad. A Decatur police officer spent some time behind bars last night following his arrest for theft and financial exploitation of an elderly person. Elijah Cole was arrested last night following a months-long investigation dating back to December. Officials say Cole worked for the department for more than 4 years as an officer. He has since bonded out of the Morgan County Jail and has now been placed on administrative leave. Governor Kay Ivey is commuting the death sentence for a death row inmate 2 days before his execution is scheduled. Charles Sonny Burton will now spend the rest of his life in prison without the possibility of parole. He was sentenced to death following a robbery turned murder in 1991. Many protested Burton's execution because he wasn't the one who actually pulled the trigger. Derek DeBruce, Burton's accomplice, fired the deadly shot that killed Doug Battle at an AutoZone in Talladega. DeBruce was sentenced to life without parole. Decatur leaders are looking to bring changes to its road systems following the death of a 10-year-old. More on that when we return. Decatur city leaders are looking to bring upgrades to a busy and dangerous intersection following the recent death of a child. 10-year-old CJ Bone was recently killed at that intersection on Highway 67 and 8th Street during a wreck. Leaders say it's time for change, and they're now hiring an engineering firm to bring improvements to that area. Those close to the victim are hopeful something is done to that stretch of road so no other family has to go through the pain of losing a loved one.
We can get that median and that crossover shut down, and crossovers very similar to it shut down, I would be over the moon, because that means that we're at least trying to diminish as many accidents as we can.
So city leaders say the process of improving that area will take some time as they are trying to bring these changes as soon as possible.
Tomorrow is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Rooter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
A little after 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to see these stronger storms moving in the northwest corner of the state. We're going to have to also watch any development ahead of the main line, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Right now, it's cloudy on the Parkway, but it is warm and it is muggy. Imagine how warm it'd be if the sun was out. 80 degrees in Muscle Shoals, 77 in Moulton. It is 78 in Guntersville. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. We did have a couple of spotty showers. We'll call these rogue showers, kind of like a summertime pattern. They're drifting off to the north and east. Main frontal system still well to the west. This is actually going to be two pieces of energy today, and there's going to be two organized area of strong to severe storms well west of us, and this will become one uniform line of showers and storms as it moves in tomorrow, late afternoon, early evening. So around sunset time for most of us, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. That will probably be the end of it across the Huntsville metro area. 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. in far northeast Alabama. I mentioned a brief tornado threat, a possibility. That's just a setup. A lot of wind shear here, but I don't see big supercell thunderstorms. I don't see an outbreak of severe weather. We're going to go through this in a second, hour by hour. Here's your daily planner for tomorrow. Again, it's after 7 o'clock. Most of us, that'll be the thunderstorm time. Here's a look just before 6 o'clock. Scattered showers, thunderstorms, mainly in a line, but notice areas over here towards Lookout and Sand Mountain. We'll have to watch these areas for possible development, but it looks like a uniform line could be broken at times, and it's where we get the line breaks that we're going to have the potential for damaging wind. And notice how that quickly moves out of here after 11 o'clock. Behind it, cooler temperatures start to come in. We will wake up in the 40s Thursday morning, and we will not get out of the 50s Thursday afternoon. So here's the rain on the roof forecast. We're looking at the peak here coming in tomorrow. Maybe a brief shower before sunrise Thursday, and then Sunday into Monday. That's our next front. It's a colder front, but right now not setting up for strong to severe storms, but we'll keep an eye on it. Here's that 10-day forecast. An alert day tomorrow, a high of 80, then 58 for the high Thursday. Patchy frost in the sheltered valleys, primarily in southern Middle Tennessee early Friday morning, and then a really nice start to the weekend, but it will get breezy Sunday with a big cold front. A high of only 47 Monday, setting up to be kind of early dogwood winter.
From 80s to frost? Ugh, just brace yourself. That'll do it for this Tuesday edition of your 48 Fastcast. AJ Wiest will be logging on in just a moment with Before the 4. Then join us for our 4 o'clock newscast on air. And of course, we'll be here at 5, 6, and 10 for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Tuesday afternoon.